Hi, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 21st to the 27th. Let's see. Oh, how beautiful. Look at that. Blossoming. So really coming into your own, being more, I'm hearing the word receptive. So maybe there's something here about allowing yourself to be receptive to opening yourself up. I feel like there are people watching you. I feel like you are doing something, opening yourself up to the world. Maybe you're showcasing a talent. You are allowing yourself to be seen in a more authentic way, like kind of coming out of some kind of deep healing or transformational journey that you've taken. And it's like you are ready to let yourself be seen. Some of you could also, this could also be about expression, like allowing yourself to express. There's something that is a very natural talent of yours, or something that is it's almost like you were born with it. It comes so naturally to you. And it is, for some of you, you may even feel like it is part of your purpose to express it. Like it would be a shame if we didn't express this like talent that is just so innate and, such a big part of who we are or what we can do. Living up to that potential. Yeah, you are really blooming into something, kind of being able to come into your own in some form or another. Yeah. Okay. Let's go into your tarot here. Let's see what's coming up for you this week, Leo. Believing in yourself. I feel like this goes beyond even just believing in yourself. Almost. This is about seeing the truth of who you are, or the truth or the reality of maybe how good you are at something. I feel like this is about, some of you may be just in a space where you're like ready to acknowledge how good you are, like owning it, like owning something that you can do. And not in like a narcissistic ego way, just being very, I'm good at this and I can do this kind of way. Okay. Let's get into what's coming up for Leo this week. So Six of Pentacles is about, I'm kind of seeing collaboration. So also, by the way, I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the reading. If you hear a squeaking sound in the background, it's very windy today, and I can't really do much about the squeaky sound in the background. It's just this metal wheel that turns, and it's quite loud. So I apologize if you hear something in the background. It's just the wind. But anyways, so the Six of Pentacles is about connecting with others, is about community. I feel like there's someone here. I'm seeing that there's eyes on you, Leo. There are people who are noticing you, watching you, and they want to work with you. I'm seeing like more than one people, almost like scouting, like I'm seeing a scout or someone that is just, they're seeing you. And with the Hermit card here, I'm kind of seeing that this is interesting. They're showing me someone who spends a lot of time either on their own, alone, working on their craft, like working on something, like you are carving out a chunk of time throughout your day, or like maybe you spend the majority of your time. Like it's almost as if you're in this hermit mode and you're creating something, or you're working on something, or it's like you're chiseling away at something that you can do, maybe a talent, a gift, like honing in, mastering some kind of skill. But at the same time, there is something about that process, that journey of doing that is very healing for you, and it's helping you to connect with yourself on a deeper level. And so you are on this path of, it's a very divine path. It's like you are really embodying something. It's so natural. And what they're showing me is that sometimes we have a hard time seeing it when we are it. Like if you are being it, it's hard to see yourself, like you're not, it's hard to watch yourself really live your purpose, or seeing that you're in your element. I hope that's making sense here. Okay. Okay, so we have a new beginning. You're setting out on a new path. And I feel like this new path is something that has to do with really stepping into your full power. It's almost as if this abundance, these seeds that are being planted and kind of guiding you towards something, follow where you are finding things are kind of clicking together, is what I'm seeing. So where do you see the most amount of results or reaction from something? Like, where do you see something working? Like something that you're doing, like if you're doing multiple things, where do you see there to be the most results or something kind of really turning out really well? Or there's like a response in some form or another, either from yourself or from, someone noticing an artwork that you can do, or like a talent or a gift that you have, or something you can offer, because that will clue you into where you're kind of headed here. And I feel like something about this stepping into your full power, stepping into this path that you're destined to be on, that you're meant to be on, that it was almost like just created for you, is where you will find more happiness, fulfillment. You may also even, you'll be attracting the right kind of partnerships, the right kind of love, the right kind of friendships, connections, relationships. Something that really clicks. Okay, let's go back towards the Six of Pentacles here. We need to know about the Six of Pentacles, Leo. Negotiations, deals, contracts is what I'm hearing. Something about a contract with the Six of Pentacles. What do we need to know about this, Leo? Oh, wow. Okay, so something about a contract, Three of Swords and Ace of Swords. Some of you may be even breaking a contract, going in another direction because you're seeing something clearly here. There's something being, I'm hearing the word dismantled. So something kind of being broken down, dismantled, unraveling. This is really interesting. So the Three of Swords, I've never seen it this way, but the Three of Swords, it's as if there has been this like heartbreak or this wound on a vulnerable place in us. And instead of healing it, it's been kind of just wrapped up in this, it's been bandaged, like just wrapped up. But the wound itself is still there. It's not healed. It's just been kind of covered up. And I'm seeing that with the Ace of Swords here, that there's some kind of realization, some kind of insight that's coming into you here, which is also the Hermit card. So the Hermit is also, going within. It's a very spiritual card. It's a highly spiritual card. It's about being able to find answers within yourself without the interference of the outside world or what other people think, are, kind of isolating yourself so you can find clarity, so you can find quiet stillness to find answers. And what they're showing me is with this Three of Swords, it's like this wound, this bandaged wound that's been there for a very long time, has something to do with some kind of contract that you might have been in, or you're seeing the truth about some kind of contract, like maybe some kind of connection with another person. And it feels like there's something changing about it because you are allowing this bandage to finally come off. I feel like some of you are finally allowing yourself to expose the wound so it can heal instead of just covering it up. Because it's like the longer we just cover it up and pretend it's not there because we don't want to look at it, the more painful it's starting to become, the more obvious it's starting to become. And you're seeing this, you're having clarity about it. And you're also cutting through a lot of the illusions that are around you. I feel like there's a lot of illusions that are being dismantled right now as well. What else do we need to know? Oh, look at that, King of Cups. So strong observations and really tuning into your emotions. You may be very discerning about who you're showing your emotions to right now. I feel like you are keeping like a very calm, cool composure on the outside. But I feel like there there's this ocean inside of you. There is this really big inner knowing. Your third eye is awakening. It's going to the next level. There's a lot being uncovered. You're seeing things very, very clearly. You're seeing a lot very clearly. Your entire perception about something is completely changing. It's like the climate or the environment of your life is changing internally and then externally. The world in reverse, feeling stuck, feeling unable to make a change. Because there is something that wants to end. There's a chapter in your life that wants to end. And this could be like a contract. It's a significant phase, but for some reason it's blocked, or we might be blocking it, not wanting something to shift or change. This could also be a surrendering to it as well. Because I'm almost kind of seeing Hanged Man here with the world in reverse. Kind of reminds me of the Hanged Man. So this could be about surrendering to the change that's happening here. So I don't think it's necessarily that you're resisting it. It's actually you're surrendering to it. You're surrendering to what needs to, because I'm kind of sensing that there is nothing you can do about it. Like it's going to change if it wants to change. What else about the world in reverse? What can Leo know about this world in reverse? This could be a marriage. This could be a relationship, a marriage. Yeah, and that could be the contract. There could also be a delay. Sometimes the world in reverse, or I'm kind of seeing Hanged Man here, but either way, it could be a delay in some kind of shift or change or contract changing with this Four of Wands. Can we have one more? What else do we need to know for Leo about this Four of Wands? Oh, wow. Can we have one more here? Let me just pick one more for this. Okay. So we have the Eight of Cups. So walking away from something that has been emotionally unfulfilling, something incomplete. And then we have the Sun, which is beautiful. Sun is happiness, it's joy. I'm hearing the sense of freedom and relief. So it feels like in this first row here, okay, we have quite a few cards. So let me just kind of do this here. So it feels like there's some kind of contract or some kind of karmic, maybe it's a karmic pattern as well with the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is also about, legacy or, this foundations that we build for ourselves, kind of getting started on. That's about community, the people that we're around and their influence on us. And somehow there's a Three of Swords that is tied in with that. There's some kind of relationship with that. So either there's a contract here that has something to do with, a disappointment or a betrayal or a deception or a broken heart, or it could be that we went into some kind of contract or some kind of connection with a community, with already, some part of us that felt wounded. And you're seeing clearly how all of this is kind of tying in together, how all of it relates to each other. So, for example, if we had our heart broken, we might have gone into like a relationship with someone else that helped us to bandage some kind of wound. But it's almost like there's something unraveling. There's some kind of truth being seen. You're seeing the truth about something. Or it could be the relationship itself, some kind of karmic pattern that, karmic relationship even, that has resulted in some kind of wound or some kind of broken heart. And then we have the King of Cups, which is seeing something with a lot of clarity, but also being very discerning and very careful with what you're showing. I'm hearing there may not be a whole lot of trust around the people that you're around. You don't want to be confused. I feel like clarity right now is very important for you, being very clear what's with what you know and not being influenced by other people's opinions at the moment. And with the world in reverse, there could be a delay or there could be some kind of resistance to something needing to just work out on its own. I feel like with the world card, you're kind of seeing, I don't have a whole lot of control over how something is going to turn out. I feel like there's more of this, you're just taking like an observational, surrendering kind of position to something. But then we also have the Four of Wands, which is why I felt like this might be a marriage, or this might be some long-term relationship where you have a foundation already in place. And sometimes the Six of Pentacles is that as well. You know, it's where we have like the family unit, the community. There's something very like tribal about something that's kind of changing and shifting within you. But then we have the Eight of Cups, so emotionally distancing yourself from something, separating from something. And then we have the Sun card, which is joy and happiness. And I feel like there's a level of freedom, but I feel like this freedom is not just necessarily distance from people, but freedom in the amount of clarity that you have about a situation. I feel like there might have been something that might have really been very confusing for you, not really made a whole lot of sense. And I feel like now you're seeing something with a lot more clarity, and it's bringing in, it's almost like the more you kind of break away from something that might have had a hold on you, is bringing you a whole lot of happiness and joy and a newfound sense of confidence in yourself. I feel like you're dismantling some illusions here. Okay, what else is going on here for Leo? Okay. The Hermit. What else do I need to know about the Hermit? I feel like you're very clear about something. Clarity seems to be a very strong word here. Wow. Okay. So we have the Hermit, the Ten of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. I feel like you're the King of Pentacles, Leo. So someone who is very connected with making sure that they have a stable home. You could be a provider. You may have some responsibilities. There's something weighing heavily on you. Something that you're carrying on your back. And I feel like you're spending some time alone, or you're spending time in this inner reflection to find answers for yourself. I feel like there's also a lot of things to take care of. Like you may just have a lot of things to do. And with the King of Pentacles, you're being very diligent and very focused on, making sure that you have enough to provide for yourself and to provide for the people that you are responsible for. You're in your power in that way. What else do we need to know about the King of Pentacles? The Ten of Wands. Wow, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. So a change, and this is a destined change. This is fate with the Wheel of Fortune. And it feels like the time is coming, like the clock is ticking. So there's something that is scheduled, something that is on divine timing, that is right on time, that's going to happen. And for a lack of better wording, kind of happen whether we like it or not kind of thing, because it's meant to be. It's like something that is meant to happen and shift in this way. I feel like there's something that's kind of starting to wrap up, or there's some kind of dynamic, some kind of, I don't know, some kind of chapter or lesson that is ready to shift and move in the way that it's meant to. Because the 10 of Wands also is, that's the end of that, right? Like it's too much weight. You've come to the end of some kind of journey where now you're at this place where it's too heavy of a burden to carry on your back. So there's a shift coming here. What else do we need to know about the Wheel of Fortune? This also could be like a change in career, especially because we have the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So this could be a change in career, change in jobs, change in physical locations or homes. And then we have the Four of Swords. So this is needing to rest, needing to relax, needing to meditate, and again, go within. I feel like a lot of you may also be getting a lot of signs and communication from the spiritual realm. So maybe through dreams, maybe you're really definitely going through a very deep emotional healing and process. So you may find that you're sleeping a lot. Your sleep may be off. You may be sleeping too much, too little, waking up at odd hours of the night kind of thing. You may be feeling off balance or ungrounded. So make sure you ground your energy here. But there is someone with a lot of fire and passion. You're going towards a new beginning because you're seeing something clearly. There's like something that is coming more and more into focus, and it's helping you to make the right changes and moves. It's like you are going towards something with a lot of confidence or with a lot of passion and drive, determination, perseverance. It's like you have your eye on something and you know what you want and you are not letting anything stand in your way. You know what you want. But I also think that you're also being very wise about it as well with the King of Wands. I feel like you're being very creative and strategic with the way you're going to go towards what you want. Like, I think that, yes, King of Wands is a very fiery, passionate energy, but at the same time, I'm also sensing that you are waiting for like the perfect time, or you're waiting for the right time to do something, but it's not that, but it doesn't mean that there's any less passion just because you're kind of putting something on hold or you're kind of waiting for the right time for something. I feel like there's something about not the right time yet, but it will happen. We have one more for the King of Wands. Yeah, Chariot, moving forward, moving towards something, maybe moving towards someone with a lot of passion, with a lot of determination. Yeah, there's something fast approaching. Okay, and then we go into, so it kind of turns out that this almost feels like a relationship spread here for you, Leo. That seems to be the most dominant energy right now. This could also be, I did sense like work and, showcasing your talents and your true abilities, but this could also be about really just coming into your own. And maybe some of you have been in a place where you didn't get to really fully express yourself or really like go after the things that you want. Or you wanted, and that could be in career, but that could also be in relationships. It could be in a certain lifestyle choice. It could really be anything that you're resonating with that gives you a sense of fulfillment and happiness. And I feel like there's something changing here where you are having more clarity about what that is, and maybe where you have been and where some things have been out of alignment of your truth. So there is a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles. This is a very promising start. So if there's something that you have your eye on with that King of Wands and Chariot, something that you're wanting to move forward in, you can use this Ace of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups as it is the right thing for you. It's almost like confirmation saying that whatever it is that you have your eye on right now has the potential for emotional fulfillment, kind of feeling like you have everything you need, that it's not going to feel like you need to search for anything more. You're just going to feel really happy and content there. And then the Ace of Pentacles is about, this is the perfect place to really plant your seeds and have a lot of abundance from it. There's a lot of not just money, but in terms of like quality of relationships, happiness, joy, community, gathering, friendships, fun, happiness, joy, laughter, that kind of beautiful stuff. So there's something here that you're going towards that has a lot of promise to it. And you have the Sun card too here. So it's a lot of whatever you're moving away from and moving towards feels like a good move. But I feel like their divine timing seems to be something here. Okay, so Two of Pentacles is about a change in home, change in career. So there's you're definitely moving towards something, and I feel like it's in a physical way. So you could be moving somewhere. What else do we need to know? 5 of Wands, strategy. There's something you're applying strategy. And again, with that King of Cups, like there's something here you're keeping to yourself. I feel like you're not really disclosing too much information to other people. You're being very strategic. You're planning your moves, your steps ahead. And it's like you're planning many, many steps ahead, and you're keeping your cards very close to your chest. You're not speaking too much. You also have the 4 of Swords and the Hermit. Like these are very quiet cards. These are very, going within and, just kind of keeping something to yourself. But there's a lot happening underneath the surface. There's a lot of planning. Yeah, planting those new seeds, nurturing. You're nurturing something. And this could be nurturing an idea, nurturing a new beginning, but you're planting your seeds and you're nurturing it. And you have a lot of patience towards it because you see that something is worth it. You're treading carefully, you're treading slowly, but you're planting the seeds and you're putting your energy towards exactly the thing that you want because you know exactly what you want. This King of Wands is very determined. They know he has his eyes set on something very specific and he has no doubts about it. But in the way that he's going to get there, how he's going to achieve what he wants is going to require strategy. And it's going to require for him to plant the seeds and nurture them and wait for divine timing to let them come to fruition when they're meant to come to fruition. So you're a master at this right now, Leo. Like you have it's almost like you have the patience in the world to see what is worthwhile for you to manifest into your life. And look, so it's like your intentions are to build your happy home, your happy life. We have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So this is stability. This is long-term. This is family lineage. This is a legacy. There's a lot of cards here about family, almost like this institution of family and what that means. And I feel like you're redefining for yourself what that means for you. You're changing the narrative about how something has gone. You're changing the patterns. You're healing something. You're healing something really deep. And you're like changing the way things have gone or what you believed was okay for you. Maybe you're stepping out of the norm. You might be going against what is expected of you. You're breaking out of some kind of restriction and creating like your own. You're setting the terms for yourself. Like you're changing the way something is done. Very determined. You're going towards something with a lot of determination and courage and fearlessness. Even if there's that fear and nervousness in you, you are on your way to going towards something fearlessly. We have one more for the 10 of Pentacles for Leo. Wow. I really feel like this is love. So we have the Knight of Cups. Going towards what you love, what awakens your heart. And I feel like that's this driving force. There might be something, so this could be a career, a project, something that has ignited your passion, something that has ignited your heart. And it speaks so deeply to your soul and your heart that it's like you're not going to let anything get in the way of you pursuing it or going after it. So there's this determination there, and you're willing to kind of break down a lot of walls, barriers, patterns, and allow yourself to expand and grow into a life that has a lot more fulfillment for you than maybe where you've been. And I feel like that is what you're seeing clearly. You may be seeing how where you've been has maybe left you feeling like something is missing or something is not entirely complete. And you have your eyes set on some kind of new beginning that has so much happiness and stability. So I feel like you're very determined in that here. Yeah. Courage. There you go. This is perfect for your reading, right? So taking in, and we have the Fool underneath here. I feel like that one's sticking out. So courage to venture into this new path. Let's do this. Courage for this new path. And I feel like you're taking that one step at a time. You're allowing yourself to just, allow yourself to travel this road at the pace that you need to in order to understand where you're going and why you're going there too. But I really feel like there's a lot of passion towards something. You have clarity. I feel like you know what you want. It's just a matter of how we're going to get there. Okay, let's go into your oracle cards here. That went in a completely different direction than I thought it was going to go into. But I still think it's a very powerful reading. Okay. Higher self. Message from Leo's higher self. Okay. We have message from Spirit for Leo. Message from the Earth for Leo. I'm hearing we're going to help you from the Earth as I'm shuffling the message from the Earth. So whenever I kind of tap into the energy of the Earth, it's more of like how how life is going to support you on a physical level. So what kind of changes in your physical reality are going to come into play that are going to help you on this next shift or change or whatever you're trying to manifest. So that's the message from the Earth, how it's going to physically help you or aid you or assist you. Message from your ancestors, Leo. The ancestors have to say for Leo. Okay, these cards usually get another one. And message from your future self. Whoa. Okay. Lots of cards here. Lots of messages. Okay. Message from your higher self. Wow, look at that. New beginnings and simplicity. I feel like you're coming out of a lot of confusion. Again, there's that clarity coming in here as well. And focusing on what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, and just having your eyes, your sights set on like one thing at a time to help you get to this bigger goal or this bigger destiny for yourself. So I feel like this is all about putting just one foot in front of the other, simplifying your life in the sense of knowing what is worth investing in and what is not. So you might also be decluttering a lot of your life as well. Kind of maybe saying goodbye to certain connections with people that may have been toxic or things that have been confusing. I feel like you're just wiping the slate clean so you can see something for what it really is rather than being influenced by, outside external opinions and thoughts and what other people want you to believe in. I feel like you're simplifying things so you can break out of some kind of illusion or some kind of, I'm hearing spell. So maybe there's been some kind of spell or illusion that's been placed over our eyes. And now you're kind of revealing, you're lifting up this veil and you're seeing things much more clearly and you're seeing where you need to go next. So that's what the higher self is coming in to say, is to simplify it and make it easy. What is it that you know? What is your heart saying? What is the truth of the situation? What is it that you know for sure? And then message from Spirit here is retreat. So again, take some time to rest. I really feel like a lot of you are going through a transformation. So you may find that, your energy levels are off or your sleep schedule is off. You're going through the transformation. So there's not much you can really do about some of the symptoms that come with it. But at the same time, allow yourself to relax, allow yourself to retreat when you can. I feel like water might be very healing for some of you. So going to a body of water or going somewhere where you can hear the sound of water. So the ocean waves, or even like listening to a fountain, like the trickle sound of a fountain may be very helpful for some of you. I feel like water seems to be very healing and rejuvenating and cleansing off a lot of the negative energy. I feel like there's some attachments or some cords that Spirit wants you to kind of cleanse off. So salt. I really like to work with salt, like taking salt baths, anything like that with really nice essential oils sometimes helps. So if that resonates with you, that may be a really nice way of cleansing out your energy. So working with water and maybe working with salt or, salt water, which is, go by the ocean if you have, a body of water nearby or something like that, that may be very helpful. Okay, so let's go into messages from the Earth. How's the Earth supporting Leo? There is always enough. I feel like for some reason with this message, I kind of feel like I'm hearing it's not too late or you haven't run out of time. So if you feel like there's something about time here, it's everything is actually right on schedule. It's happening exactly the way it's supposed to be. And Spirit has more control over what's happening than we realize. We may feel like, since things are being shaken up, that that things are kind of happening out of control, or we're losing this sense of grounding. But if you can remind yourself that things are actually happening exactly at the right time, and that you're not too late, and then it's happening exactly the way it's meant to happen, then it can help you to kind of relax and let go a little bit. Okay, message from your ancestors. So we have manifestation and shaman. So your ancestors are coming in and kind of saying that, one, we're helping you bring about the manifestations that you so desire. And shaman is, I also kind of feel like connecting with your inner shaman is what I'm hearing. That I feel like your ancestors are coming in and saying that you are someone who was given this gift of transforming a lot of patterns within the family system that has been quite toxic. So it's like these, these trauma, these tribal wounds, these patterns that have not really served the line, the lineage in a productive way. They haven't really helped us to grow. And so some of you may be the individual in your family, in your line, that was given this task of transmuting a lot of the patterns, changing the way, changing how we're doing something, kind of paving our own path. And that's the strength. That's this fool's journey that you're on. You're on this new journey, this new path of changing the rules, changing the way things have been. And you're manifesting that by, walking this new path. So there's something very spiritual, a deep spiritual journey that you're on that's changing the way things have gone, and you're redefining them. And that's what you're manifesting. A lot of you may also be, kind of connecting with, manifestation, like law of attraction, doing vision boards, writing things down, speaking things into being, or even praying. So prayer might be something that you're also connecting with, or even seeking spiritual guidance from others, getting readings or working with healers, some kind of guidance to help you along that journey. But I also feel like it's important for you to tap into your own inner shaman, tap into your own inner power, because you're much more powerful than you may realize. Okay. Future self here. Wizard of awareness. Yes. So again, that observation, that's the King of Cups energy that I was seeing earlier. Being able to sense what's around you, seeing the truth about something. Again, I feel like the veil is being lifted off and you're seeing the reality or the truth about a situation here is what your future self is coming in and seeing something from a different perspective, observing, noticing, and watching something is helping you to see something clearly. And then we have the details. So this is you planning your steps ahead. So this is that 5 of Wands energy that I was seeing earlier. So all about strategy, all about playing your cards close to your chest and knowing, having all the box checked off, and you're planning something, you're planning for the future. And I feel like you are being very diligent and very focused on having everything in order for you to get to where you want to go. And then commitment. So there's something about commitment. I did see marriage earlier in this spread. And then we also had, you're going towards the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So there's definitely something about long-term commitment here, whether it's moving away from a commitment or going towards a commitment. There's something here about commitment. And so I feel like you're kind of noticing something and shifting things around in a very strategic way, in a very patient way, to either go towards a commitment or walk away from a commitment, something along those lines. So a very interesting reading, Leo. I think that there's a lot changing for you, and you are just in this place of needing to process a lot of the changes that are coming up here for you with that retreat card. So simplify, make things simple by listening to your intuition and tuning into your heart's truth. And I feel like that will kind of help get you to where you need to go in a more peaceful way. Okay, beautiful, Leo. Lots of changes. If this reading resonated, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for next week. Bye, Leo.